if you think that you're never wrong, oh, you're probably a narcissist.
Love, I tell you, love is that confidence. Love is what you give your children. You know, love is an incredible thing, and we don't know love like we should. We always talk about, I have unconditional love. Unconditional love is, we don't even know it, because if a person stops stimulating us, we stop loving them. You're not interesting to talk to anymore. Goodbye.
Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Yasia. Today I'm coming with you guys on a video, I'm sure you saw in the title, how to find your peace. I don't have this all figured out myself, but I think I came up with a good guideline and outline that you can apply to your life. Ciao anyways. So, finding your peace. Learning the difference between communicating and debating. Early on, you need to learn the difference between communicating your point or debating in circles, because if you don't, then it will just suck out your energy. It's going to be an energy monster. A lot of the times people think that they're communicating and really they're just trying to debate and prove their point. So when you're trying to communicate, a necessity or a key point is that you're listening to understand, not to reply. And a lot of times when people are listening to just respond, that turns into a debate because there's no communication happening. A key point in communicating is trying to understand and put yourself in the other person's perspective or in their shoes. You're listening to understand Now hear me out. Understanding someone's point of view does not mean that you agree with it. It does not always have to mean that you agree with their perspective, but it means, okay, I understand where you're coming from. It's a key point in finding your peace, because if you have situations, whether it's your boss, whether it's your significant other, whether it's your roommates or the close people in your life, your best friend, if you guys are having situations and you're not really fully communicating, it just turns into a debate, and then somebody shuts up because it just is sucking the energy out of it. It comes to no point. And having that butting heads in that debate because you just wasted your energy and you didn't get their point and they didn't get your point because nobody's actually literally communicating. You guys are just talking and it's going in one ear and out the other. So a key point is learning the difference between communicating and debating, because if you don't, it will suck the energy out of you, and having the energy sucked out of you is not peace. Okay? My point number 2 is let go of controlling the narrative. This is what I struggle with the most. Ooh, this is what takes my peace away from me. This is my biggest problem. What do I mean when I say that? You need to let go of trying to prove that you're not the villain. This will literally rob you of your peace. Like I said, my largest obstacle is desperately wanting people to see my perspective. And what took me a long time to understand is that there are going to be people who are dedicated to misunderstanding you. Now, and that goes back to my first point of communicating versus debating. There are some people, no matter if you communicate, no matter if you debate, they're not going to understand you. No matter how you're approaching the situation, you can be communicating so well, and they're still not going to hear you out. And that's when you have to know when to just put the situation aside, because no matter how well you communicate with this person or this individual, they're going to be dedicated to misunderstanding you. There are always going to be people who want to play devil's advocate and dispose the logic out of the situation. You know, you're not going to see eye to eye with everyone that you meet. So trying to get others to sympathize with you or empathize with you or see from your perspective, it's just all the time, it's just gonna drive you crazy. It's just gonna drive you crazy. So sometimes you just have to be okay with being the villain in someone else's story, even if it's not true. And I know that is hard. That is hard. So sometimes in life, there are gonna be people who don't want to understand you. So you just have to let it go. Okay, so number 3, you're not always right. Hear me out. You're not always right. Some people struggle with this and some people don't. You need to accept that you're not always right. But for those who do battle with the need to always be right or know that they're wrong and they can't admit it, here's my question. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Letting go of control and letting go of the need to always be right will save you so much, it will just save you so much hassle. A lot of the times you see situations where somebody knows that they're wrong, like you know that they know that they're wrong, or they just don't see it, they don't think that they're wrong. Those people tend to butt heads with everybody, and I'm pretty sure it just robs them of their peace, you know? Especially for people who know that they're wrong but can't admit it. And I think that has something to do with ego. You need to let that pride go, maybe. Like, it's just so much easier to just throw in the towel and admit that you're wrong. Look, I was wrong for what I said, I was wrong for what I did, I was wrong for how I reacted, and I apologize. And when you apologize, you do have to accept the fact that your apology might not be accepted. A lot of people have a hard time accepting the fact that not everyone is going to accept their apology. Saying sorry doesn't warrant you forgiveness. And a lot of people aren't actually sorry. They just say sorry because they're like, oh, can we kiss and make up now? I'm not actually sorry. I believe I was actually right. You were wrong. But I'm just saying sorry. I'm just being the bigger person because I just want the situation to be over. Let's kiss and make up. That is not how sorry works. It's meant to be a sincere statement. So yeah, you need to just accept that you're not always right. It's okay to be wrong. Nobody's perfect. We're all wrong at some point in life. If you think that you're never wrong, well, you're probably a narcissist. But that's a different conversation for a different day. There was nothing in that cup. Yeah, everybody's wrong at some point in their life. So admitting that you're wrong and then owning up to it, people will take you more seriously, okay? People would look at you like you're more of a sincere person. If you don't want to do that, nobody's going to want to deal with you. Nobody's going to want to work with you. And quite frankly, you're just a difficult person. But yeah, that's it for this video. I just wanted to make it short since this is my first one. Subscribe to you if it feels right, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for watching. See you guys. I can't give you a promised time. I'll see y'all later though.